In Wayne County, we've enjoyed a lot of economic success in the past few years. Over the course of the past 8 years, we've been named among the top 6 micropolitan areas in the country for new business expansion and growth by Site Selection magazine. This has resulted in us getting more attention from businesses who are interested in relocating and expanding their business, and giving us more opportunities to win new investment and jobs for our community. And the success coincides with the origination of our Growing Equality Future campaign, which started back in 2006. And one of the things that makes Wayne County particularly unique is that our ability to work together has given us a real competitive advantage. And I can tell you that in traveling across the country and working with other people who are involved in economic development, that this is a really unique situation for our area, and it's been one of the reasons why we've been successful. And today we're here to announce the next phase of our Growing Equality Future campaign.
But truly, to be up here and look out over this group of fine business people that have been partners with the Wayne Economic Development Center for so many years is the culmination, I think, of a vision that several of us had 20 years ago. Lud Huck, Steve Matthew, the late Chris Schmid, and many others. And I would have to say that as we sit here today and we talk about round 3, that the vision we have has actually been exceeded here in Wayne County at that time. So it kind of went along for several years, and then in 2003, when Rubbermaid was purchased by Newell, the community got another wake-up call. And several of us who had been more or less on the sidelines got re-engaged. We resurrected this strategic economic development plan. Several people, myself, but Lud Huck and again Chris Schmid, got involved and said, listen, we've got to find the best way to implement this strategy. And as a result of that, we were able to get the county to commit to hiring, again, through a public-private partnership in terms of cost share, another consultant that came in, Don Anone, who spent time and said, okay, if you want to implement this plan, this is the way organizationally you should do that. So he presented us with the type of structure we need to do, and that sort of, is like structure follows strategy. Had the strategy, now what's the structure got to be to do that? Well, then in 2004, we've had, I think, what I would call a milestone moment. And Lud Huck, Chris Schmidt, and I called Steve Matthew. And we said, Steve, come on over to my conference room. And we sat him down in the conference room and we showed him this plan. We said, this is what the county needs. And Steve embraced it. He said, that's great. And then we said, Steve, we're going to draft you to be chairman of the Wayne Development Council as a result of that. And Steve gladly took on that assignment, and it's probably one of the best decisions that we made at that point in time, because Steve immediately took over the responsibility. He recognized we needed stronger leadership in this role. Not only recognized it, but he took immediate action in that regard. And as a result of that, Chris Schmidt stepped in to be an interim president of the Wayne Economic Development Council, while the council itself both changed its governance process, but went on a search to find somebody that could lead this particular organization. And that was not an easy search. In fact, there were several candidates they looked at, and they basically told the search firm, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's find somebody that we feel is really good for this community. As a result of that, Rod Crider was then selected to be the person to head up the Wayne Economic Development Council. And as they say, the rest is history under Rod's leadership.
We have the #1 micropolitan entity in the country out of 576. And then, as you mentioned, we're also the top 10 economic development ranking. And those two items really sum it up, what we've been able to accomplish. And I'll get right to the point. Yes, we lured you here with breakfast, but we want to introduce our strategic plan, ask for your help in putting together a $2.3 million budget to fully implement the program.
As you can see on the last slide, we've got 5 strategic initiatives that really drive the Wayne Economic Development Council. I'm going to just speak about the first one, but it's first for a reason. It's prioritized there because it has to do with the expansion and the retention of our existing businesses. Actually, it's our top priority too, because we believe that 80% of our new growth will come from the existing businesses in Wayne County. How do we do that? One of the ways is we implemented a program called BizConnects. And in that program, the staff of the WEDC tries to get out and visit at least 60 of our members every year. And in that process, they do a pretty thorough interviewing to find out from that business, what are your needs? What's impeding you from growing? How could we help you? How can we assist?
Oh, Wayne County, where else can you see a world-class opera or milk a cow? Where else can you get a prestigious pre-law degree from a private university or turn a tiny hardware store into an international direct sales business? Strategy 2 is designed to attract quality businesses based on the strengths and assets of Wayne County, which are many. The WEDC targets high-skilled, high-paying jobs in specific industry targets. Unfortunately, we lag the state of Ohio and the nation in per capita income levels, but the WEDC's projects have produced jobs in excess of these levels and will continue to be a key part of the measurement for the success of these programs.
The goal of Strategy 3 is to, the WEDC needs to be the leader in connecting existing businesses with each other and with local and regional resources. We understand that our economic borders do not stop at our county line. Therefore, we need to remain connected at the regional and state level organizations. We need to promote our assets and strengths throughout the region to get proper exposure through these regional groups working on our behalf in their recruiting and expansion efforts.
Strategy 4 is designed to help us maintain a competitive business environment. This includes fostering workforce and infrastructure development to make sure that we are prepared to support business expansion and business relocation moving forward. Our new strategic plan includes a more focused approach to workforce development as it was identified by all of our stakeholders. It is the #1 barrier to economic growth. Workforce has become the #1 relocation factor for businesses who are thinking of relocating or expanding.
Strategy 5 is to build a high-performance delivery system. This council has worked very hard throughout the years to achieve our goal of being a high-performance economic development council. The WEDC, we've established performance metrics and measurements so that we are accountable to our shareholders and our investors. Every year we report to you our progress against our plan, and our shareholders and investors get to see firsthand what we've accomplished. We run a financially sound organization, have been excellent stewards of the funds entrusted to us, and last but not least, we've engaged in a committed board and professional staff committed to this strategic mission.
Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm Yeagley, and I represent the Smucker Company on the WEDC. And you know, the Smucker Company is called Wayne County home for over 115 years. And just 3 years ago, the WEDC was really key, played a key role in the company's decision to invest and build a $150 million state-of-the-art jam and jelly plant. And as of today, they're helping us with the expansion of our corporate campus, and that includes the construction of a new coffee R&D pilot facility, an innovation center, as well as a daycare center for our employees. So I think there's no question that the WEDC has improved the quality of life in Wayne County, and that's affected us, each and every one of us, very positively. As Dick Seaman mentioned, since the Quality Growth Plan was introduced 8 years ago, 6,100 jobs have either been generated or retained in Wayne County, and over $993 million has been invested. Again, we're very proud of the strategic plan you just heard about this morning, and we want to continue to build upon the positive momentum that we have. Once fully implemented, our program is projected to generate an additional $58 million in annual consumer expenditures. This includes an additional $2.5 million in tax revenues, an additional $1.9 million in personal cash contributions to other religious organizations, charities, and nonprofits.
Well, as Al mentioned, we're off to a good start, but we need your help. We compete with other communities for employment and investment opportunities. Therefore, generating the funds for the WEDC's operational budget for 2015 to 2018 is critical to maintaining our economy's positive momentum. Therefore, I ask each of you to learn more about the WEDC, our Growing Equality Future 3 strategic plan, and consider joining our early investors that Al mentioned.